Hey guys, it's Fida and today I've come up with a DIY craft. This craft is super simple to make. Anyone who tries it the first time will get it so perfect. You don't need too many stuff for this, just 4 simple stuff that always lies in everyone's house. One is gonna be cement, which is easily available anywhere. It's so cheap. So if you don't have it, you can just go and buy it. The other one is gonna be a container. A round plastic container will work. You can just use an old one which you don't use anymore. Then you'll need a thick cloth which you don't use anymore, and then spray paint. Spray paint is optional just to make it a bit more good, and that's all you need. It's super simple to make, so let's get on to making it. We came up onto the terrace because it's gonna be a little bit messy with the cement, so it's always better you do it outdoors. I've bought a few containers and cloth, a big tub, some cement and water. That's all you need. While I was making it, my brothers were just playing. So let's get on. First, you might want to wear some gloves so that your hand is protected from the cement, or else it's all gonna get dried up in your hand and that's not gonna be good. Then here I have a big tub or a bowl something, and put on some cement into it. You really don't need too much of cement. I'm making 3 flower pots today, so I'm using around 2 kgs of cement maybe. Then you need to pour some water. Just normal tap water is fine. Then you have to start mixing it, and you should bring it to a consistency that is a bit watery but should be thick enough also. Then you need to take your cloth. Make sure the cloth is really thick and has a good texture. You also need to make sure that the cloth is perfectly fitting for the container that you take. Then dip the cloth in the cement mixture, and now you'll understand what consistency you will exactly need for the cement mixture. If the cement starts dropping off and it doesn't stick to the cloth, then you know that you need to add more water. So you can see that when I lift right now, it is coming apart from the cloth. So that means I need to add more water. So now I've added more water. It's fully dipped and nothing is coming apart. So just put it onto the container that you're gonna use. This container was slightly smaller for my cloth, so I'm gonna keep it on top so that the excess drips off right down. Just shape it how you like it. What you need is to just smooth it down, and you need to make that perfect folds, and those folds are the one which is gonna look so good. Continue doing the same thing. Dip the rest of your cloth in the mixture, and if it again keeps dripping, don't forget to add more water and it's gonna be fine. The cloth which I'm using has a lot of texture, which will be so good once you take it out. Then put it onto the container. It will keep dropping, but that's fine. Just keep it still and put it on. Just pull out the sides. Make all the folds, because the folds are the one which looks the best. Just smooth it down with more cement. And this is all gonna get messy, but that's fine. Then keep it onto some place and let it hang out there for 24 hours, and after 24 hours we'll come and check on these. So you need to let it dry for completely 24 hours, and more than 24 hours is totally fine, but not lesser than that. And all of them are dry right now. So here you can see this is the first one that I made, and it looks a bit messy, so that's the reason I told you to take a good textured cloth that you don't use anymore. This became a bit too dry and doesn't look so appropriate, but the rest of them turned out really well because the cloth in it was really good. It is gonna stick to the stuff, but that's fine. Then here is the third one which I made, and inside is a cocoa powder container which is smaller than the flower pot. So I'm not gonna remove the container from it, it's just gonna stay inside. If you want, you can take a bigger container and you can remove it out also, but if you take a smaller container you will totally not have to remove it, so it's more easier. Then this is the second one which I made. It turned out pretty good too, and you need to remove that container now, which is gonna be a bit hard, but it's gonna come out. So just try and remove it. It took me a little bit of time. Just you can poke it out with a scale or something so that it comes out more easily. And there the flower pot is. You can use this as a pencil stand, flower pot, or any decoration. Anything will work fine. Just tap off the excess cement inside. And now you can start spray painting it. That's the most fun part in this. And that container is still inside it. I'm not gonna remove it, it's just gonna stay like that, and it's totally fine. Here I have some silver spray paint. Just use the color that you like. I'm gonna spray paint that, and this is so satisfying. Just spray paint the full thing. You can use a mixture of 2-3 colors, marble it, and do the way that you like. All three of us were actually fighting for spray painting. You might want to spray paint the inside part also. Just do it the way you like. And that silver shines really well in the sunlight. Not only the sunlight, it looks super gorgeous. And those are the 3 DIY flower pots that we made today. Here we have a smaller size, a bigger one, and then a large one. I'm just spray painting the bottom of it also. Then you can see all the texture. That's the reason I told you to take a good textured cloth, so you can get that texture. And the main best thing that looks good in this is the folds and crepes in it. The inside also is perfect. After spray painting, this one also looks good enough. And that container is still inside there. They look super good and shiny. And after spray painting, your hands are gonna get a bit messy, but that's fine. So I'm just gonna take them down and put on some artificial flowers. There it is, just decorated with flowers. You can also make smaller ones to hold your pencils. and it can be a good showcase. And these look so good. Once you keep some artificial flowers or fresh flowers, anything is fine. So that's how we made this DIY craft. Hope everyone will try this, and hope you really like this video. And if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up down below. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Thanks once again, and bye bye.